Hey y'all, welcome to Queen Asia, where women 40 and over can learn how to transform through fitness and travel. Today's episode is episode 9, all about relationships when you lose 80 pounds and have kept it off in 10 years. And sometimes when I'm competed, I'm even up to 100 pounds. So the last episode was episode 8, all about Poe. Today is episode 9, relationships. And episode 10 is about tips, rewards, transformation. So if you want to join my queendom and you're ready to transform, then click on the link below. There's a whole bunch of resources that has been helpful for me in my transformation, and I hope that they're helpful for you. There's also the Heat Challenge link as well as my transformation. So today we have a special guest. I'm introducing Booski. But first, let me tell you a little story about Booski and why he is my special guest. So back in 2010, I was broke and broken, and a great friend of mine, Dana, invited me here to St. Thomas. No, are we at St. Thomas? No, St. Martin. Oops, St. Martin. And I slept on a sofa because her friend had a timeshare. And she's like, come on, girl, travel your troubles away. I said, okay. And I slept on the sofa. So fast forward 2022, my good girlfriend Cynthia, who's also my big sister. I had 2 big sisters in my head, Dana and Cynthia. Cynthia, last year, while I pulled up to the gym when I was competing, said, if I have my party in St. Martin, would you come? I said, sure, not realizing it was the same exact location that I was at in 2010. Wow. So we had this special person, Booski, because I was so broke, feeling so down. He said, I will help pay for you to go, which he did. And so for my 52nd birthday, I wanted him to experience everything that I experienced in 2010. So there is the little backstory. So Booski, please tell us the who, what, when, where, how, and why. When did we meet?
We met at a job function. It was having a picnic, and I didn't like to do anything because I was broken at the time. I just went through a divorce, failed relationship, and I just didn't want to be bothered. And everybody said I was so mean. They said, you don't never come out with us, the coworkers. So I finally decided, they coaxed me to come, and I came there, and I saw you sitting down. And basically, when I was talking to you, I was just telling you what I went through, not knowing your story. And I said, well, here's my number. We could just be friends, because I really wasn't looking for a relationship. I just wanted somebody to talk to. And you said, take your number. No, you take my number. And then we just talked all time in the morning. You know, we talked what we went through. And then finally we decided to go on a date. And we went on a date, and then you told me straight up, anyone talking to me has to know God. So we went to church. And basically you were checking out how I dressed at church. That's a selling point. You can't go to church with sweat socks on in the sleep. So I went to church, and then from there, we got to know each other first. You know, sometimes it's hard when 2 people have been broken, but it's a common bond. When you both went through a bad relationship, you don't jump into it just for sex. Sometimes you gotta get to talk and become friends. Friends are more important than anything else, more important than just being lovers. Anyone can jump into bed with anyone. You gotta be a friend. Because when all fails and the sex is bad, or when the sex is over, you have no one to talk to. So, you know, she was heavy at the time. I really don't care about body shape, because when she was heavy, I loved her. When she lost weight, I loved her. You know, it's just getting through the personalities, you know, when she's training with the carbs. You know, she's not in the mood when she's training. You gotta know to respect her space and time, not to bother her. Sometimes it's the sport could be a selfish sport, and if you're dealing with someone that's in that sport, you have to be understanding because they're going through a whole lot of emotional changes and mental changes while they're training. And you know, you gotta take it one day at a time. Anything worth having is worth fighting for.
And can you share with our viewers which sports at the time I was in?
Well, when she took off, she took off. Like, she'll go in and say, I want to do that. And yeah, most people say, yeah, okay, not with her. We went from bodybuilding, she was scared, she went in, just started fiending with it. Then one day we went to a pole show competition, and she said, I'm gonna do that. And you know me, I'm like, okay, we up for another adventure, because I know her mentality. When she gets into something, she goes hard body. So, you know, from there, then I got drawn into being a prop. And it's like from prop to prop to prop, it's like I'm always in it, I'm a prop. Sometimes I want to just say, look, let me just come to the show and cheer you on. But I'm always in a prop, because I get into a prop, she asks me suggestions, I start adding a little stuff in it, next thing you know, I'm in it. So, you know,
and
it's fun.
And what year did this all start about?
Oh Lord, it's been our relationship, girl. We done been through so much. It's hard to go back to that. We done been through
2008.
Look, I couldn't even say it.
14 years.
All right, 14 years, but it's just being a prop. It's just, and men understand in a relationship, you're going to change and your woman's going to change. You have to learn. If she's going this way, you might have to deviate and go with her and pull her back and say, look, let's go on this together, or let's take time getting there, you know, so we on the same page. You know, because you get into your mood and she's going this way, next you know you're going this way, and the relationship is over with. Somebody in the relationship, somebody has to bend. It's a give and take. Somebody has to bend. There are times when she gets on my nerves, and I just have to take a break and say, let me go outside and just walk around and, you know, get myself together. You know what I'm saying? Or there are times when I come in and I can feel the energy that she's in thought, or she's thinking of how she's gonna make this move, and I have to respect that and move to the side and let her do her thing. And the problem that we do have is I'm always trying to be overprotected. Sometimes, like you let a child walk and they fall and get back up, sometimes you gotta let your spouse, they gotta fall sometimes. You know, you can't be there to help them every time. You gotta let them fall. And my thing is, I'm so protective that I wanna, no, I don't want you to do this because I don't want you to get hurt. And I'm like, and that makes more of confusion. So now I'm learning to fall back and say, no, do your thing and fall if you don't fall, and learn from it. And that's you know, it's like every year I'm getting to know things about her, she getting to know things about me. There are days when you know, I'm like, wow, I didn't see that. But like I said, everybody changes, everybody evolves. The same person that you with when you met 5 years ago is not going to be the person you see now. Everybody change, everybody grow. So you have to accept it, and you have to adapt to those changes. I'm not saying it's easy. There are roads, ups and downs. You just have to know how bad you want it.
But what I really, really, really love about him is when he said, don't leave me out of it. I want to be a part of it, and I want to support you. And he is always, always supportive of me. And he is also the creative director of the routines as well, as quietly as it's said. But I publicly respect it and I appreciate it. And on that note, we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice a move that I'm working on for the opening for True Story Part 6. Here we go. Pray for me. So you would stand right there, please. You stand here, right there in front of the camera.
Y'all better not laugh.
Pray for me that it works. So what I would do is walk, twirl around, come down, hold up. Come a little bit closer.
This is a work in progress.
Come a little closer.
Here we go. One more
One
time.
more time.
Here we
Catch
go.
me. Easy. Easy. Gently.
First time trying it, but we gonna get it. Okay?
There's P Valley, and then there's Valley of the Queens, and she is strong. Life is a teacher, and experience is the best teacher. Thank you. Take care. Smooches. Gotta go. And pole on the beach.